here for Virtual Bastion, and welcome to something a little different. I am coming to you from one of my camps in Fallout 76 with the intention of, well, what intention exactly? With the intention of turning my character, Karla, here, get up, there she is, into a ghoul. So, I've been playing Fallout 76 for long enough to know that I like the game well enough, and that I have several characters that I've created, and I wanted to turn Karla here into a ghoul in the game's newest update, Glow of the Ghoul. Why, hello, kitty. Hello. I have to pet my kitty every time he comes by. Nope, interact. There we go. It's been a while since I've logged in. I'll have to go visit my other camp. I have one with a cat and one with a dog, of course. So anyway, I figured that for the sake of Karla, there she is again. She's my power armor shotgunner. That I would record the experience of, what it's like to become a ghoul in the game. This is the first time such a thing has been offered in a Fallout game. As far as I know, you cannot willingly turn your folks into ghouls. And now I'll be able to do just that. Alright, so let's just get started here. So we have the quest that we have to follow hanging out there, Leap of Faith. So I am going to listen to, nope, I'm going to push the wrong button. It's been a long time since I played. Oh, there we go. Listen to the distress signal.
Bandits, everyone. There are bandits in Appalachia. Scary masked fellas with no mercy or remorse. Out of the shadows they came and took down every one of us in the blink of an eye. I'm only alive because they thought I weren't. Because I shut up, clenched my eyes like a coward. Maybe I can make it to that White Spring refuge before I bleed out. Until then, warn everybody you meet. There are organized killers out there, swift and sharp as a knife's edge. Worse than raiders, worse than anyone. Watch your backs and sleep with one eye open. Or it may just be you will never wake up again.
Okay. That's the distress signal, so now we have to... Oh, there we go. I'll turn that off. Oh, no, I gotta turn that off. There we go. Been a while since I played. I'm logged into this game at the moment. So, where do we have to look for the wounded scavenger? Well, let's bring up our map. And he said towards White Spring now. Fallout 76's map is pretty large. And there we go. Look for the wounded scavenger. We've got some other quests here that I have not yet completed. So I am just going to fast travel, because we can do that for free, to the White Spring exterior. All right. Alright, there we are. So, that, I believe, is the quest I'm after. Look for the wounded scavenger in the White Spring. Alright, let's head in. The White Spring is one of the game's main hubs. It certainly has become such. I'm just going to follow my marker. I'm not entirely sure where it's leading me, but let's see. So the White Spring has since become a refuge for the Responders, one of the game's factions. All right. Oh, and it's picked up a miscellaneous quest for for the Atlantic City expansion. which I am not interested in doing. So I may just go back to my map and just turn that off. There we go. All right, so now I'm just focused on finding this wounded scavenger who made his way to the White Springs
I can't remember the last
Resort.
You
Oops,
mean
I missed him.
I ain't gonna make it?
Ah,
A week, maybe 2. I'm so sorry, Mr. Price.
Dadgummit. I'd hoped to live long enough to see a Brahmin with 3 heads.
okay, Mr. Price, let's chat.
How are you? Didn't know I'd be having visitors, but gosh darn it, I'll take any friendly stranger I can get about now.
I've seen better days. Sounds like you have too.
Heh, ain't no way I could have predicted I'd have come in here for a gunshot wound. Come out with a terminal diagnosis of something else entirely. Though, speaking of the gunshot wound, it'd weigh on my conscience not to warn you. There's a gang of masked bandits out there. Ruthless they are, with scarred skin and red eyes like rabid wolves. They ain't human, I tell you.
I'm one of the bandits. Nope, sounds scary. What are you talking about?
Well, I was out camping with some of my crew. I had trouble sleeping, so I opened my eyes, and I saw these shadows creeping over us. Well, I done hollered like a madman. Right away, they started executing everybody. I got shot, and I thought I was dead right there. Well, they must have thought so, too, because they left me there. I don't know where those bandits came from, but they ain't like no one else I've seen in Appalachia. You best watch yourself out there, or tuck in here for the night. Everyone from here to Wavy Willers might as well be a refugee from what's out there right now.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared. We have to prioritize the sick and injured, like Lehman here.
Oh, I'm right as rain. For the next week, anyway. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest.
Are you okay?
Well, Doc here says I got radioactive blood on account of all my exposure to a radiated ore at Emmett Mountain.
Technically, it was all the radioactive waste that made both you and the ore radiated. But that's perhaps besides the point. Lehman is suffering from severe radiation sickness. It's impressive how resilient he's been. At this stage, we typically see fever, diarrhea, dehydration, convulsions. A positive attitude does wonders for the body's health, but usually not miracles. There's already significant internal damage. His symptoms will worsen, and it's too late for Radaway.
Say, isn't there anything else we can try? Some sort of miracle cure, or heathen rituals performed on a stormy night? Truth is, I've still got a dream to chase. Never thought much of it, but now I've got the Reaper's shadow looming over me. It sure feels a lot more urgent than it ever did before. I don't want to die just yet.
I shouldn't even be saying this, but I've heard some rumors. A radiation specialist up in the hills, north of the Savage Divide. I don't know what that means or if they even exist, so just take it with a grain of salt.
I think I'm starting to feel those symptoms you was talking about. A little phlegm ain't gonna keep me cooped up here. But I sure am sweating about those bandits. What if they got my scent?
How about I meet you up north? Goodness, I can protect you from any bandits that show up.
Oh, you can? Well, that's a mighty fine offer, my friend. Doggy, we're gonna take the wasteland by storm. Let's go find this fancy nuclear specializer and see if they can fix me up with some new insides. I'll just wash that down with some water and get on my way real soon. I can make most of the journey myself. Just worried about spending too long in one place, really.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
Okay. Oh, poor Lehman. All right. So we are to find the radiation specialist. All right. So let me just get out of here because there's a lot of chit chat going on, and I kind of want to just head outdoors. All right. So indeed, Lehman has seen better days, but apparently doesn't mean that he's completely dead. So let's see what's up. I'm gonna head outside and take another look at my map and see where we need to go. With this character, I have not opened up every location in the map yet. Hello. All right. So but let's see. You know, she said north. I'm looking for how far north? Whoa, way north. Wow. Okay, well this is cool because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my other camp, which is right there with my dog Rex, and I'm just going to fast travel right to it. I could go out there, but this will give me an excuse to go visit my other camp. I created two, I think. And by the way, I didn't mention it before, but I am playing on a private server to keep things quiet and straightforward. So, so it's just me out here with all the NPCs. Yeah, I have two camps. One with my dog Rex, and there's Rex right there, and one with my kitty named Tiger. Rex does not like to come and see me as much as Tiger does. Hey, doggy. Hello. There he is. Oh! He gave me an item. Yeah, they do that. Don't know what it is. Is it something useful? Nope, wrong button. Where's my weapon? Did he give me a weapon? He gave me an assassin's walking cane. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Rex. I'm not so much interested in that. In fact, I'm just gonna take a minute here. Oh, there's my camp companion, the bear. You're in the way. What am I looking for? I'm just gonna scrap that. Thank you. All right, so where am I headed off to? Hey, puppy. We're gonna go up north this way. This way. Now I'm debating on whether I should put on my armor just in case. I don't think I mean, goodness, looking at the map, that's way farther north, much farther north than we've been able to travel before. Oh man, and it goes right past a fisher site. I really do not feel like fighting a scorch beast. Not that I even have the proper equipment for such a thing, but let's go ahead out and let's bring out my armor. I'll try not to fast travel throughout the whole thing. See if we can get up there. I don't exactly know how many episodes this is going to be. It might be several, it might be just a few. My goal is to turn Karla into a ghoul and maybe do a little bit of content as a ghoul, because they did create some special perks that come with exactly that. Might do a minor bit of exploring. Again, I have while I have completed all of the content with this character up to the recent the recent Skyline Valley. Oh, golly. Anybody else? No? Oh! Yep. There. Okay. Alright. Grab some food. Actually, I should probably also drink. Karla has a bit of an alcohol problem, so you know, gotta keep her on the level. Okay, the fissure site is down there. If I can avoid it, I certainly will. Because I don't really want to bother with the Scorched Beast. Ooh, that's a long drop. I know I can make it, but in my armor. Right. I do have 4 other characters. Had a pretty heady addiction to this game for a little while. One of them is my multiplayer character. The other 3 are just various builds that I have enjoyed playing through. But Karla here is the only one who's completed, or at least I've run through, you know, most of the newest content with her. She will be the only one, however, that I turn into a ghoul. At least that's the plan. Alright, where are we off to? This is... There, the bug sounds picked up. Come on. Oh, getting stuck on the landscape there. Running in power armor until my AP dies. Alright, so now we gotta get around some mountains. Traveling on foot in Appalachia is a good time, but a lot of time is spent trying to navigate around the terrain. Nope, just hearing the wind pick up. Yeah, there actually, I see a couple of new locations here. They're way north. Whoop. Well, I won't bother the rad stags unless they bother me. I don't think I need food at the moment. I probably have way too much food. I do have a habit of carrying quite a bit. Now we'll just eat some things. Yeah, I have a decent amount. I do tend to play full health for you. Yes, sorry. Glowing though, that makes sense given where you're headed. Alright. Well, I said I wouldn't shoot them unless they bothered me, so there we go. So it looks like our destination is not too far off. No signs of other glowing creatures. There we go. Looks like we've reached the cave where we need to go. Oh. Did I get another walking cane? Or was that just a bit of a glitch? Yeah, that's a little glitchy. Alright, so in we go. Oh my. It is foggy in here. There we go. Turn on my lights so I can see what's going very close. Uh-oh. Well, that looks interesting, like an interesting scene. Okay, so, well, we're going to take a pause here. And we're going to find out what happens in the next episode of Fallout 76, Glow of the Ghoul. My endeavor to turn my character here into a ghoul. All right. Until then, stick around here and check out all the other videos we have up here on Virtual Bastion's YouTube channel, and find us elsewhere at virtualbastion.com. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.